Good morning, children. Well, it's Friday and that means it's Celebration Assembly. And you'll probably remember last week we started our series of assemblies all about the environment and looking after the world. You'll probably remember last week I talked about the Blue Peter Climate Heroes Award, where you can earn Blue Peter green badges by doing things to help to protect the planet. So hopefully some of you are doing that. I know Ivy spoke to me and said she had already started it even before I told her about it. So today we're going to carry on that theme, and I just want to tell you just a very short message about a man called John McConnell. Because John McConnell was a scientist, and he was born in 1915, and he was a Christian. And he believed that everybody has a responsibility to look after each other and to care for our planet. And he took that from the Bible, because in the Bible it says the earth has been given to the children of men. And so he worked on many successful ways of encouraging people to look after the earth. He spent quite a lot of his time working in a factory, and this factory manufactured plastics. And he saw through this work how damaging plastic can be in polluting the earth. So it was an educational kind of big meeting that he decided he was going to talk about this. And actually, he was responsible for a global day happening to celebrate the earth and to spread awareness of preserving and looking after the environment. And that day is celebrated every year on the 22nd of April. And that was yesterday. So yesterday was Earth Day, the day that we remember how wonderful the earth is, and we celebrate all of those wonderful things that God's created, but we also make a pact to look after them. Lots of you have been doing that, both in your home learning this week and also in your going up to the woods, going out. And what I would like to do is I'd like to show you some of the Key Stage 1 and early years experiences of being out in the environment and home learning as well, and things that they've been doing in class to encourage them to get to know more about our beautiful world and to look after it.
Going back, are you? Stay on the path through there.
I never used to be climbing this section. I've got stars. What do this with? That's been more bumping into the
That is good for climbing, that one, isn't it? Different weights, different activities.
No. I like to come.
Where did you find it? Here? I take one of yours.
Wow, that's a good one, isn't it?
This is forward, this is backward, this is half around, left, and this is
Touch up.
I think that's right. This that. It is down, left, right, up,
Very good.
and round. Yeah, the little one. Getting your skin on. Then you've got to lift it up. You can make up when it's home time. Well, I'm having more fun. I'm having more fun. Hello. Hello. I don't know where you need one of them. Now we can use the rocks to probably like colour them in and decorate. No. We literally only can. Hi.
Okay, girls, tell me what you think about our new beach area.
Really like it.
Which bit do you like the best?
The boat.
The boat. And why do you like the boat, Holly?
Because I think I really like playing on it, and it just makes me feel really happy.
Fantastic, excellent. And do you like going to the real beach? What do you like about going to the real beach?
Because you can make sand castles and go in the water.
Fantastic. Are you enjoying our beach?
Yes.
What do you like best about it?
Making time capsules. We put a bucket with diggers in it, then we put it in the sand, and we leave it in there for a day, then we dig it up and find it.
Fantastic. And are you enjoying playing with it as well?
Yeah.
Great. What do you love about? Do you love to go to the real beach? What do you like?
I went to the real beach.
And what did you do at the real beach?
Yesterday.
What did you do?
Go on the rides there.
Oh, fantastic.
Palace.
You're making the Queen's Palace, girls, are you?
We're making a river.
You're making a river. Fantastic.
Yeah, that runs up to the coast.
Excellent.
And this is the flag for a team, and this is called teamwork, and we call it girls teamwork.
Wow. Okay, so Dora and Ivy, I just want to ask you a little bit about what you've been doing in class. Can you just tell us a little bit about your caterpillars? Could you just hold them for us and show us? And tell us, Dora, tell us something about what's happening with these in class.
What's happening with these is we have about 28 of them in class, and we just look after them and look at them and make sure they're okay each day.
Fantastic. Ivy, do you have to do anything particular to look after them?
So Miss Osborne had to put this thing at the bottom and put the caterpillars in without them trying to get out.
Okay, and what's this part at the bottom for?
It's for them to eat. Yeah,
Okay.
it's their food.
It's their food. And what are you expecting to happen with these caterpillars?
Turn into butterflies. Turn into butterflies.
And do we have any idea how long that might take?
A month? Maybe about 3 months or something. Yeah. Or so, something like that.
Okay, and what's going to happen once they're butterflies? What are you going to do with them then?
We're gonna let them fly away. Yeah. Yeah, or we might get another one of those with a lid on the top. Yeah, a butterfly.
Oh, one of the things with the nets?
Yeah, one of the things with the nets, and we might put the butterflies in it, but we're not quite sure yet.
What would you think would be the most fairest thing to do with the butterflies?
Just let them go into the wild. Yeah. Just let them go into the wild and be
Fantastic.
happy and find a home. Yeah, find food and finding new homes.
So boys, can you tell us what you've got here?
We've got some stick insects.
Some stick insects. So I'm just going to get my camera here so you can see them. Fantastic.
There's one a couple of them moving right now.
Fantastic. And where did you get these stick insects from?
From Mrs. Newman.
Okay, so Jordan, can you tell me anything about these stick insects?
Well, they camouflage, and then no one can't see, and they just think they're sticks, and then because that's the thing what they do, they camouflage and they're sticks, and they stand still, and that's an interesting thing.
And is that why you've got all these sticks in the bottom, so it acts as like a camouflage as well?
Yeah, and also their food.
Fantastic. So what do they eat? They eat some of these sticks, do they? Or they eat some of the greenery? Excellent.
There's one right moving.
Fantastic. Okay, so Felicity and Chloe. Felicity, first of all, tell us what you took home this Easter holiday.
Oh, I took the tadpoles home, and me and my dad went to at my home there's where they sell fish food, and we went there before going straight home, and we got some fish food.
So tadpoles eat fish food, do they?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you looked after the class tadpoles. We've only got one left at the moment, haven't we?
Yeah, I named her Candy because she was the biggest.
She's called Candy. And what are you doing in class to look after Candy?
And we're taking jobs to like, so everyone's got a butterfly and they've each got someone to feed the tadpoles, and I think John Dean's doing it today.
Oh, so you're taking it in turns to feed all these creatures you've got. And Chloe, I know you've got some you've got some eggs in your classroom in a very special incubator, haven't you? Can you tell us a bit more about those?
So the special thing about the incubator is like if you like dunk the table and makes it moves, then the eggs will get thicker, and when they hatch it will get harder for them to get out, and they might die before they even came out of the egg.
So you have to be very careful with them in classroom, yes? Yeah. And so you're actually growing your own chicks in class. Do you know how long this will take?
We've got a massive paper, and it tells us the days, and it's got like numbers.
So you're tracking which day different things are happening and keeping them warm till they grow. I can't wait till they grow. Now girls, I just want you to come with me and move over here, because I've seen something else in your garden here. I've seen some plants, and in fact the rest of you could come in and with these as well. So Chloe, can you just tell us about some of these plants, what you're growing here?
Oh, these are sunflower seeds, and these are our bean seeds. Mrs. Osborne told us that for this it could be for fun if we could like see who grows the highest, and like see which one's the tallest.
Okay, and how do you look after your sunflowers?
So we've got jobs that makes them like we water these each day, and we water the bean seeds each day. So it's really important that we let them grow and not just like not give them any water so they dry out and it doesn't grow.
Fantastic. Now Dora, you were telling me about some wildflowers that you were growing. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
We planted them over there in the dirt, and they're different types of flowers, and why we did that is so the bees and butterflies can collect oxygen and everything they need from the flowers.
Okay, and why is it?
So they stay nice and healthy.
Oh, fantastic. And it's quite important that we have bees as well, isn't it? What do bees do for us?
Bees collect the oxygen and make us like honey.
Yeah, they collect nectar, don't they?
Yeah,
and then that helps
nectar.
to make honey. Do any of you like honey?
Me!
Oh, great. So are we looking forward to having bees and butterflies in our playground as well? Fantastic. Somebody just tell me, perhaps William, can you remember the topic of the title of your topic?
It's called Wiggle and Crawl.
Wiggle and crawl. So you're learning all about things that wriggle and crawl. Fantastic. Thank you for talking to me today, everyone. So I've got some children here from year 1, and they've just been talking to me a little bit about their home learning. So I'm going to start with you, Lyra. Can you just tell us what you've been doing in that bit of home learning?
I've been labelling and drawing a bee.
Fantastic. Could you just turn it around and show us? Because obviously we've had lots of home learning all about wildlife, haven't we? And look at this wonderful piece of drawing here. Lyra, you've got a bit of writing there as well. Do you want to just read that to us? What you've written underneath?
These are so important because they help plants and flowers to grow.
Fantastic, that's great. Jack, can you just show us what you've been doing? Now you have got a wonderful picture of a bee here. How did you find out how to draw a picture so well?
I copied a video of my mum's iPad.
So you had like a YouTube video or something like that to show you how to draw them. And I see you've got some great labels here of your bees. Fantastic. Were there any new words there that you didn't know before?
No.
So you knew all the features of a bee and everything. It's a super piece of home learning. Yeah. And Arabella, would you just like to turn your book round so we can have a look? Because I know you've done a couple of pieces. I'm going to just look at the piece on here. So this is your piece with your bee. Okay, so you've done quite a lot of writing about bees. But can you tell us what you did? I'm just going to show everybody this because there is a really beautiful piece of home learning that's come in today. Can you tell us all about this that you've been doing?
I've been doing a butterfly life cycle for a few nights.
That is fantastic. And have you actually been keeping caterpillars at home?
Yes.
And so you've actually got parts of your caterpillars here, haven't you? And your butterflies here, and lots of pictures. And you did lots of writing. Did you learn anything new when you were doing this that you didn't know before?
My mum didn't even know this either, but actually I can tell you a special word that means about a butterfly.
Oh, tell me.
Metamorphosis. It means when they change shape.
Oh, that means when the butterflies change shape. And I can see that you've written that word just here.
When do
It's fantastic. Wow. Some really, really good vocabulary and some really great home learning all about wildlife. Are you enjoying learning about wildlife?
Yes.
Why do you think it's important that we know about wildlife?
So they can stay safe.
Oh, so you can look after them and
Yes.
stay safe.
Anyway, I can read you some of my writing.
Come and read me one of your pieces of writing. Choose which one you would like to read.
Female butterflies lay their eggs near a plant or on a plant. The eggs have a very hard shell to protect the caterpillars from harm.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed those clips. I'm certainly very proud of the children who were in them. So a big thank you to you for taking part in Assembly this week. So that brings us on to our Growth Mindset Awards. Some fantastic awards this week. In Class LF, it goes to Jake for his brilliant participation in French. Now, Jake has been pushing himself out of his comfort zone and trying really, really hard with his pronunciation. Always got his hand up, always wanting to have a go. And he's got a fantastic teacher there in Miss Fletcher who speaks fluent French. In Class KS, it goes to Jack. Jack's tried really hard this week to improve his concentration and focus on class. He's contributing more to class discussions, and that's having a really big impact on his work. So well done, Jack. In Class JA this week, it goes to Lloyd for his amazing maths work. Lloyd, you've been taking on a challenge this week and helping other children by explaining how you've worked things out, even though you thought you couldn't do it. In Class RC, it goes to Ella. Ella, you're always enthusiastic in lessons, and this week you've shown real determination, I know, in improving your writing and using really sophisticated vocabulary. You've also responded really well to the feedback that Miss Carter's given you and you've helped to improve your work by using a dictionary. In Class LB this week, it goes to Evie. Evie, you've been paying attention during English lessons. You've listened to feedback and worked really hard to include all the elements of the success criteria into your independent writing. So that was really, really good. You've been demonstrating great maturity in difficult situations, even when they're difficult situations with your friends. And you've been tackling tricky maths challenges with enthusiasm and determination. It's been a great week for you, Evie. Well done, I'm proud. In Class PO this week, it's Theo. So following the computing lesson in Class PO, Theo was inspired to continue practicing the skills in the lesson and create a PowerPoint. He's worked out on his own how to put the pictures in, which he knew that Class PO would be doing in the next lesson. So he's way ahead of the children in his class in his computing work. Well done, Theo, a fantastic example of great growth mindset. In Class DB this week, it's Poppy for her contribution in computing by advising and supporting other people to create algorithms on Scratch. So some great coding work there, Poppy. Well done. And in Class EW this week, it goes to Monroe for trying really hard in her Read Write Ink sessions and working well independently since starting back at school. Well done, Monroe. And well done all of you for your Growth Mindset Awards. Our Head Teacher 3Cs award this week goes to Joseph Kemp. Joseph is a generally considerate, kind and caring member of our school, as you will know if you know him. He's always looking out for other children. He's always kind. He's always polite. And we just feel, Joe, that you really deserve this award. So a big well done to you. And some birthdays. So yesterday we had Bailey, your birthday, Bailey and JA. We had Alfie and DB, it was your birthday. And I know you were both talking to me about your birthdays this week. And then the other Alfie in DB, it's your birthday tomorrow. And then we've got Tuana in LB, it's your birthday on Monday. So do have a great birthday, everyone. So this week and today in particular, don't forget it's Earth Day. And let's play our part in looking at the wonders of the world, but also helping to look after it. Let's finish with our Lord's Prayer. Our Father, in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. The kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen.